Daddy, do we have fairies living at the bottom of the garden? Because that's where fairies are supposed to live, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time at the bottom of the garden, so I've never seen any.
But there must be fairies there. That's where fairies live.
Do fairies live at the bottom of every garden?
I don't know. How can we find out?
Well, you'd have to find some evidence that fairies live there.
Like fingerprints.
Possibly. Although they'd be very small fingerprints, wouldn't they?
What if we put a fairy trap at the bottom of the garden?
A fairy trap?
Yes.
How would you build a fairy trap?
Oh, it's really easy. Fairies love jam sandwiches, don't they?
Do they?
Everyone knows that. So, I make a lovely fairy cafe out of a cardboard box, put some fairy-sized jam sandwiches in it, and then when a fairy comes in to eat the sandwiches, the door shuts and the fairy's trapped.
Well, if that happened, you'd definitely have evidence for fairies at the bottom of the garden, wouldn't you?
Yes, I definitely would.
Well, that sounds like a fine experiment to try. Are you going to do it?
Well, actually, I've already made it. It's already waiting at the bottom of the garden for the fairy to come.
How very industrious of you.
Thank you, Daddy.
Now, if your trap doesn't catch a fairy, that doesn't necessarily mean there aren't fairies there.
I know, it just means they weren't hungry. They've probably eaten loads of nectar anyway. I think fairies like nectar almost as much as they like jam sandwiches.
I bet they do. So, you won't be too disappointed if your experiment doesn't work.
Well, not too disappointed, I think. You see, Daddy? Science works!